I've had some packages. Do you want to see what's inside? Dark bleatings, everyone. I have an unboxing, I guess. It's several packages that I have received for ARCs and things like that, and I've been meaning to do this video earlier, but I kept receiving things, which is really fun for me. I love packages, and I thought that I would just do this little unboxing now, because at the time that you're seeing this, I'm at World Fantasy Convention. And next week's video, Saturday one, is undoubtedly going to be my World Fantasy Con book haul, which I'm going to try so hard not to go mad, because you all know I've got many books on my TBR, but I can never resist. So I'm just going to show you what I have received that I can show you and tell you a little bit about. So this is a book I did actually pick up myself. This is The Nightbirds by Christopher Golden. He did a joint book tour with Tim Leben, who was telling people about Secret Lives of the Dead, which I have already read and have, but I didn't have this, and so I'm going to read the back for you. Christopher Golden, by the way, is a lovely person. I was very excited to meet him because I'm a fan of his sort of Buffyverse stuff and a few other things, but that's what I know him for, is the Buffy stuff. So I'll just read the synopsis, and you know I normally botch these, so please bear with me. It says, Charlie Book and Ruby Cahill have history. After their relationship ended in heartbreak years ago, they never expected to see each other again. Now, as part of the Texas Parks and Wildlife Department, Book lives aboard the Christabel, a 19th century freighter half sunk off the shore of Galveston, with a massive forest of mangrove trees growing up through the deck. As a powerful storm churns through the Gulf, he intends to sleep on board as usual. But arriving at the dock, he's stunned to find Ruby there waiting for him, and she's not alone. With her are a mysterious woman and her infant child, asking Book to hide them safely aboard the Christabel while they're on the run. Only it isn't the police who are after them, it's a coven of witches. The woman, May, has fled, stealing away the helpless infant for whom they had hideous plans, or so May claims. It's lunacy, and Book wants nothing to do with it, but after the way he and Ruby ended things and the unspoken pain between them, he can't refuse. Yet even as he brings them out to the ruined ship and its floating forest, there are shadowed figures looming back in Galveston, waiting for the storm. And despite the worsening wind and rain, the Nightbirds are flying, scouring the coastline for their prey. So I'm really excited. This is very high up my TBR. Well, I say that. I have already started reading it, actually. I just couldn't wait. I got a very long TBR, and normally I make my reading plans and then they go out the window and I buy new shiny things. I love witches. I just made that witch recommendation video as one of my last videos, on my last video. I'm really excited to read that. And then I also received in the mail, Eric Hofstadter sent this to me. Thank you, Eric. Bankrupting Skybanks. Eric Hofstadter is one of those writers that I think is too smart for me. I have been intellectually confused by one of his works before, but if you're somebody who enjoys poetry and literature, I think that Eric would be right up your street. So I'm a bit nervous to read this, but I'm also very excited. I'm a big fan of this cover. This seems to be a theme that I'm probably going to like. And I think, are these poems? I think they are, or maybe it's told in verse, this book, but let's have a little look-see at the back, shall we? So this press celebrates the speculations and visions of the grand conversation of feminist sci-fi. I think SF, that means sci-fi, right? Okay, so the back of this book says, the disquiet in our heads it says, the disquiet in our heads has started fires again. God tries to smoke us out. We have red hair because our heads are alight, but we resist his interpretation. Red also shows our willingness to bleed. Every day more flesh leaves our bones. They all leave. The people we love only out of habit, for contentment. The people we love only out of respect, for bloodshed. Even our own flesh leaves us when we stress. God leaves us when his sky path goes dark, and he waits for us to die so he can peck away. But we don't know if there's holy flavour left in us anymore. Bankrupting Skybanks is an introspective work inspired by the infamous Borgia family, a half-burned invitation written to God. We are the prey that prays. So I think this is all, little sort of like poems and lines, and I'm not sure if this is all one story or like lots of separate little things, but we will find out. I'm very intrigued, and so yeah, thank you, Eric, for sending that to me. I'm very excited. Next, I'm really excited about this because I was really hoping to get this, and in fact I asked for it. This is Fever Dreams, edited by Mark Morris from Flame Tree Press. I've got Darkness Beckons and Elemental Forces by Mark, and this is Fever Dreams. This is the 6th. He's kind of going alphabetically with the titles, so that each of these anthologies starts with a corresponding letter of the alphabet. I've got the first 3, sorry, on my Christmas wish list because I would like to have them all. So this is an anthology, and I'll tell you who the authors are. There's nothing really to read for back cover for it, apart from that it's news stories by these people. So, oh god, I'm so sorry. I've already seen names that I'm going to get wrong here. Cowan Mac and Eason. I'm so sorry. Alan Baxter, A.K. Benedict, Clay McLeod Chapman, Kay Cronister, Ryan Cole, Craig DeLuey, Tracy Fahey, Jeffrey Ford, sorry my cat's trying to break in again, Philip Fracassi, Rob Francis, Christopher Golden and Tanya Pell writing together, Rebecca Harrison, CJ Lead, Chad Lutsky, Gary McMahon, Priya Sharma, Lucy A. Snyder, Tim Wagner and Karen Warren. So I know of almost all of those authors. I have read about half of them, I would say, and then there are a few new ones to me, so I'm very excited to read that. Okay, this is not a book. This is a copy of a film that I helped out with from Purgatory Pictures that my friend Justin sent to me, and it's undoubtedly going to be really gruesome. I haven't actually seen the final cut of it, but this is GPK and I don't know if it's publicly available. It's probably banned, knowing those guys with the kind of stuff they make, so I just wanted to show it to you anyway. I'm gonna have to prepare myself, as in like don't eat anything before I watch this, I think, but I'm quite excited. Alright, next package. This is from Stephen Jones, yeah, and it's signed, oh this is lovely, oh by Stephen and Joe. So this is created by Stephen Jones, edited by Joe Fletcher, and this is, sorry I'm just going to take his note off the front. Horror at Halloween, which I wasn't able to read before Halloween, unfortunately. Life got away from me, but I'm really excited, so I'm gonna, let me have a look. He did talk to me about this, and I told him I was really interested in reading it. So this is in parts, and all of the part names are the names of humans. So let me read the back of this for you. Oh, I love the cover. The trick is to stay alive. Oxrun Station is different. Nobody can really explain it. You just have to understand that bizarre things happen there. No one knows why, they just do. Weird things. The kind of things you don't even want to dream about in your worst nightmares. Like what happens this Halloween to Sam Jones, Eleanor Trent, Tina Broadbent, Chuck Antrim and Cody Banning. Maybe it really is the rare conjunction of Mars and Saturn with Venus, lowering the barriers between our world and another shadowy realm. Or maybe it is just that the full moon always brings out the strangeness in that place. Trick or treat is crazy enough, with ghosts and goblins and witches and warlocks and all that manner of other nasties roaming the streets. But in Oxrun Station, the masks aren't always made of rubber. This year, the fabric of the cosmos is unraveling and dark and dangerous things are leaking across the borders. For 5 unsuspecting teenagers, their lives will never be the same again as they discover the hidden terrors lurking beneath the surface of their quiet town and experience the most horrifying Halloween of them all. Aimed at older teenagers and adults who like their horror stories to have a supernatural twist, this unique mosaic novel is a treat to read on any dark and spooky night. So I'm super excited because I love a mosaic novel, and in fact the person who introduced me to mosaic novels is Stephen Jones. He's the master, and I know that Joe Fletcher does amazing work, so I am super excited and grateful to have that. And this is the last package, and I saved it for last because there's more in here. I'm really excited, and I wanted to tell you about Ben Langley and his shop. So Ben Langley has released a new book under the name Sea Spook Tathan. It came from The Pothole. You might have seen this on Facebook making the rounds. It's a wee little book here. It has just come out, and I did ask Ben if it was okay for me to say that this is his pen name, but he has written a blog post and things about it. So let me read the back of this for you. It's a day like any other in this on It's a day like any other on this sleepy Fenland B road. Most drivers avoid the potholes, knowing them to be dangerous. The council have let them grow too large, allowed them to sink too deep. Now, something which has long lay dormant in the fiery hellscape beneath our world emerges from the ruin. It's ferocious, it's relentless, and it's hungry. But the people of Little Elmswood aren't about to let this demonic entity blight their existence, and they'll use every resource within their reach to send the horror back to the domain, to evil whence it came. Part homage to the greatest and grisliest B-movies and part warning about the danger of letting our roads go to ruin, it came from the pothole as a tale of Fenland terror to keep you awake at night and alert on the road. I've just realised that I think I forgot to include a book in my witch video. Anyway, I cannot wait to read that, and I'm going to be able to get to this really soon because this is a lovely short little read, which is always such a relief for me when people send me requests because, as you all know, my TBR is insane. So he sent me this and this cool bookmark as well, and I'm showing you this. He also sent me Halloween masked bunting, which is really cool. So he has an Etsy store that I'm going to link to you, and the reason I'm going to link that is because he was so nice. He also sent me one of his newer pieces, knowing that this is right up my street, and I'm really, really grateful, Ben. Thank you so much. I'm going to get a frame for it. He does these really cool prints, sort of like the book pages, and then he'll do like a corresponding arty print on this. So obviously this is aliens, and this is a face hugger and an alien egg, a xenomorph egg, as you all know, obviously. Who doesn't know Alien? And I'm really, really grateful, and I think that this is going to look really cool with a nice black frame, or even a cream frame, or even a red frame. What colour frame should I get, everybody? But I wanted to show you that. And he sells these and lots of things like this on his Etsy store. So again, I will link it in the description for you if you would like to go and check it out. My whole house is decorated with horror stuff. Like, I've got this huge xenomorph canvas in my living room above the TV. I've got I have lots of posters that I have framed because I'm old, and that's how I like to present my posters these days. I've got loads of figurines, and just, yeah, I'm very big on like horror decor, but it's really hard to find good quality nice horror decor that doesn't look like a Halloween decoration. And I used to love Halloween because that's when you get nice things, but it's all, is it just me, or is like all the Halloween stuff that comes out these days just absolute crap, like cheap plastic tat that you wouldn't want to display even at Halloween because it looks so rubbish. So I really appreciate nice pieces of art that are horror related. So yes, I love Ben's store and his work and his books, so I'm really excited. So I hope this was fun for you, and I thought I would just do that now so that I don't look like an insane book lady next week when I inevitably have books to show you from World Fantasy Convention. And I really hope you enjoyed this unboxing, and please don't judge me too harshly for the rate that I'm collecting books ever since I finished my Read What You Want challenge. Okay, love you, bye, bleed.